Vikings beat the Giants in walk-off fashion, 27-24 off the leg of Greg Joseph. All sorts of Vikings records set in this game. Let's talk about that next in 3, 2, 1. Gather around, Skull brothers and sisters. This is Skull World, brought to you by Minnesota Sports Talk. I'm your host, Dave. You can follow me on Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook at Skull World. Make sure you hit subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. I got a Chuck Foreman 44 jersey to give away on January 3rd. Subscribe, like, and comment. You'll be entered to win. Let's go. Skull Vikings. Greg Joseph kicks a game-winning 61-yard field goal, and if I heard it right, that was the longest field goal in Viking history. Longest field goal in his career. Greg Joseph, righting the ship, hasn't missed in a while, kicks that. And I honestly felt good about it. But what a play on the play call by Kevin O'Connell, setting up that screen, getting Wink Martindale on a blitz. Remember, he says he's the workman and he's going up against Harry Styles. Wink Martindale got caught in a blitz. Perfect play call. Justin Jefferson gets enough to get us to a 61-yard field goal. Greg Joseph knocks it through. A no-doubter. What a victory. Oh my gosh. The question was answered. What would the Vikings do after an emotional win, after setting the NFL record? I thought we were going to win by 2 touchdowns today. You know, in the start of the game, I thought we were going to knock this one out of the park. I'm not going to lie. We stumbled at times, but we made big plays, and we had to rely on some dropped interceptions, some dropped passes by the Giants. But again, the heart and hustle of this team, the never say die, the confidence in the fourth quarter. Again, 3 emotional wins in a row. It's just unbelievable what these guys are doing. I'll talk about all those records coming up, but Greg Joseph sets the Vikings record for the longest kick on a game-winning field goal, no time remaining. Amazing. I can't give enough credit. Shout out friends of the channel, Purple and Gold for Days, Purple Pocket Podcast, GG Sports Podcast, The Purple Code. Screenshot this. Go subscribe on their channel, but also subscribe on mine. Comment, like. You'll be entered into my contest. They run GG Sports runs contest too. I show up on all these guys' channel. Here's the autographed jersey. Given away January 3rd. Again, checkforeman44.com. Skull15 at checkout. You get 15% off. T-shirts. Concord North. They also have the hats. I'll have the links in the description below. Make sure you copy and paste that into a new tab. You will, if you purchase something, anything through that link, you're helping out the channel. Let's talk about some other players. Get rid of this. Okay, these guys, Kirk Cousins, Justin Jefferson, were in sync again today. I would say Cousins was in sync with tjhockenson too. Not so much with the rest of the team. Adam Thielen, I think, had his first drop early in the first quarter. I think on the first drive of the season. In fact, I think PFF still had him no drops, but he wasn't in sync with Kirk today. But thank God, Justin Jefferson, 12 catches, 133 yards, 1 TD. Has picked up the pace on getting to 1,000 yards. He had to average 126 a game. He got 133 out of 16 targets. tjhockenson, also 16 targets, 3 catches, 109 yards, 2 TDs. Best game of the year. 2 TDs by tjhockenson. KJ Osborne, 3 for 17. Munt, big first down, 1 for 16 on a screenplay that finally worked. We did catch the Giants in a few screens. 3, I think. 3 or 4 to be exact. Or close to exact. CJ Ham, Adam Thielen, 1 for 6, 1 for 5, 1 for 6. Dalvin Cook, 3 for 13. Dalvin Cook, 14 for 64 for 4.6 yards per carry. Alexander Madison picked it up a little bit in the second half. He was struggling. 4 for 17 for 4.3 yards. Kirk Cousins, 1 for 2 yards. Kirk Cousins passing, 34 for 48, 299 yards, one shy of 300, of course, as usual. That's the second time he hit 299. 3 TDs, though, man. He has 9 TDs in the last 3 games and has probably got almost 1,200 yards passing. He's well on the way to Offensive Player of the Month. He was Offensive Player of the Week last week. Quarterback rating, 107.9. I did notice ESPN did not put their QBR in here. They didn't put QBR in here. I wonder. Because last week they gave him a 32.9 QBR rating. This week, they didn't put their QBR up because it's BS. And they actually just put the quarterback rating. Most of the time, they just put their QBR. But here, they put the quarterback rating. QBR is different. ESPN runs it. Quarterback rating is a stat that's NFL has been on for years. 107.9. Damn. Having a great second half. Great last, third of the season. Amazing. But the big man on campus, Justin Jefferson, making all the plays. Let's talk about some other players. Hockenson here. What a pickup in the trade, man. He is open. He is getting open because there's so much attention paid on the other guys, and what a threat in the end zone. TJ2K, I think he doubled his TD totals for the Vikings this year with those two. Great effort today. He was just getting the ball left and right. Took some hits. Got up, shook it off. Another guy taking hits. Kirk Cousins again. Let's look at this play. This is Justin Jefferson's play to put us up by 8. Of course, Giants came back and no problem in under a minute. Talk about the defense later. But what a pass. What a catch. Way to get in the end zone. Great effort there. Great effort. And that was a 3rd and long, too. 3rd and long. I think that put him over 100 yards on that play. What a outstanding effort, man. What an outstanding effort. Another guy had an outstanding effort on defense. I say he made some splash plays on defense, but no more than his blocked punt. Josh Metellus, man, you are a Viking. Sign this son of a gun for at least 3 more years. I don't know. Get this guy. Keep this guy on our team, man. Josh Metellus, great effort, man. Here's a guy that turned it up in the second half. I'm not lying. Patrick Peterson was getting burnt. Who is that? Who is that receiver? Isaiah Hodgins was getting him good. Peterson then got a half a sack or a sack. They end up giving him the sack? Because he helped out for sure. They didn't even give him a sack. They gave it to the other guys. But he got to him. He tried to strip sack him. But later, an outstanding interception, just stealing it away from Hodgins. Isaiah Hodgins, just stealing away from him. He got the best of him because of that play. Hodgins got a touchdown earlier on him. But, man, that pick was a big deal at the time. A huge deal at the time. Great effort. We made splash plays on defense. We made splash plays on the special teams. We struggled at times in every area of the football, but each one picked each other up. This was, I would say, the Packer game, obviously, but where the entire team it was just a complete team effort, honestly. I mean, one team did not just bring the other part of the team out. I mean, we had to get to that 49-yard line, right? We had to get to that 49-yard line to kick the 61-yard field goal, and then the special teams kicked it. But we had to stop them first, right? While they actually, but we didn't stop them. But we kept them from scoring enough points to make it to where we were up by 8 and not up by like 6 or up by 4 or whatever. But the defense stood up at times, the offense stood up at times, and the special teams stood at times. So it was complete team effort on this, guys. No one team did extraordinarily bad. No one team did extraordinarily good. All 3 stepped up at the right time and made big plays. Here's one of the touchdowns, man. He had a great play early. The other touchdown was awesome too. That was a third down play too, and he caught it over a guy. Great effort, man. JJ, man, you are sub 250, maybe 237, I think. 230, probably. Maybe less. From getting 2,000 yards, man. Let's get it. I know you're not going to do it in 16 games. You'll do it in 17, but hey, awesome. He set the... Now, think about this. He has set the NFL record as a rookie for yards. He set the NFL record for first 2 years in yards, and then he set the record, blew it out, first 3 years in yards. He broke Randy Moss's receiving record yards last week, and lo and behold, second week in a row, he broke another Vikings record. 123 catches instead of 122 by Chris Carter. Sets an NFL record. So his last catch broke the record. Then, no kidding, Greg Joseph sets the Vikings record for the longest field goal made. And on top of that, Kirk Cousins also tied the record for the most comebacks in the fourth quarter in NFL history with 8. Not to mention, we won 11 to 0 one-score games, which has got to be a record. I don't know. I didn't look that one up, but if that's not a record, that is ridiculous. It should be. So, in this game, longest field goal, most catches in Viking history, most comeback victories in the fourth quarter in NFL history. Did I say longest field goal? Greg Joseph, man. Let's put him back up. I'm giving it to you, man. All these guys get game balls, but you, man, you get the game ball. Oh, I had Danielle Hunter in here, too. He had a really good game. Let's talk about the defense a little bit. Forgot to put the defense in here, but Eric Kendricks, 10 total tackles. Jordan Hicks, 10. Both had pass defense. Duke Shelley had a good game. Danielle Hunter had a good game with 2 sacks. That puts him over 10. Josh Metellus, great game. Patrick Peterson struggled early, came back. Shannon Sullivan, pretty iffy game. But Patrick Peterson had pass defense. That was his pick. QB hits. Danielle Hunter, 4. Had a great game today. Now, sneaky good game was Zadarius Smith. Although he had 0 tackles, he had 3 QB hits today. He got after the quarterback. But also getting a half sack was DJ Wanham and Kyrie's Tonga. Kyrie's Tonga knocked a ball down. A lot of good plays, man. A lot of good plays by this team. And now realize tackle for loss does not count sacks. We only had 1 of those. I'm not gonna lie. Here's the team stats, man. Probably not gonna look good for the defense. 23 for first downs, both teams. We were better on third down, 3rd and 11, 3 for 11 for them, 6 for 13. We were 1 for 5 at one time, so we started coming back. I did question a few of the play calls, but I'm not gonna harp on it. I'll leave those for other shows. 6 for 13. I'm seeing the field goal now. Awesome. 4th down efficiency. 1 for 1 for them. 0 for 1 for us. It was a half yard, man. I know it was a bad throw by a rush throw by Kirk and didn't hit him, but hey, and then the other 4th down, I was like, oh, that was other 4th down. I was like, why aren't we punting? Well, I guess that first one was a 3rd down. Yeah, it was a 3rd down in a half yard, and we threw it long. Slow developing play, guy in his face. He floats it out there, just doesn't give him enough air for Justin Jefferson to run under it. But again, another 445 yards total offense against an anemic offense. 353 by the Vikings. Total drives 12, last one being the important one. Yards per play, they were 6.7. That running play on 4th and 2 Saquon Barkley running it in. We had everybody up on the line. Unbelievable. Some of the things that happened in this game. What else we got here? 4 for 29. We got sacked 4 times for 29 yards. We sacked them 3 times. We only had rushed the ball 19 times. They rushed it 21. Consider the 2 running backs in the game and how close the game was. Nobody was running the ball. Red zone. This is where it happened. 3 for 4. They were 1 for 2. We are still very good in the red zone. Penalties 2 for 14. They were 7 for 63. Again, we did lead in the time of possession. Scored 17 points in the 4th quarter. Again, 8th 4th quarter comeback. Tying Matthew Stafford in NFL history. 61-yard field goal. Longest in Viking history. Most catches, 123. Most yards in a career, Justin Jefferson. Amazing. I'll talk more about that, Justin Jefferson. Let's give you the record right now. Justin Jefferson, new Viking record, not updated. He was 1623. He added 133. That is 1,756 yards, 123 catches. He leads the league in receptions. He leads the league in targets. He leads the league in yards. He does not come close in TDs. He will not get the Triple Crown this year, but hey, he's closer to that 2,000 yards. MVP Justin Jefferson. MVP B Kirk Cousins. What a year. Kirk Cousins is over 4,000 yards now. He's got 27 touchdowns. Having a bad year. My ass. That's it for today, guys. Skull Vikings. We pulled it out. We came back from 2 emotional wins and won a 3rd one. Skull Vikings. Let's go. Bring on the Packers. Cue the music. Thank you, Viking fans, for listening. Make sure you catch my other episodes. Also, make sure you subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Skull Vikes.